Hey, Brookview Tigers. I have a story I want to share with you today. I read it last year and to a few of my classes, and we loved it so much I wanted to share it again because actually, the last few days, some days, aren't as great as other days. Sometimes you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed and you feel a little bit grumpy. So I understand what that is. Sometimes you're just not feeling as happy as you normally would. You're not quite sure why. You just kind of don't feel yourself. That's called feel a little bit grumpy. So I want to share with you the book today called Grumpy Monkey, because sometimes we are just a little bit grumpy. Now that I look at it, I kind of look like Grumpy Monkey. So grumpy means that maybe you're not necessarily mad or angry. You're just kind of not feeling great that day. You're not feeling yourself. Not sure why. Maybe things didn't go quite the way you did. Maybe you're just tired. Usually that's what it is. People are grumpy because they don't get enough sleep or they're hungry. So we're going to read the story Grumpy Monkey and figure out why this monkey is so grumpy. And does he ever get happy again? I love this story. Grumpy Monkey by Suzanne Lang. One wonderful day, Chimpanzee woke up to discover that nothing was right. The sun was just too bright. The sky was just too blue, and the bananas, they were just too sweet. I see what's happening here is nothing's really wrong. I mean, the sun is shining, the sky is blue, the bananas are sweet, but he said it's still just not right. Look at his face. Just not feeling it today. And Jim was confused. What's going on? He didn't understand why he was feeling that way. Maybe you're grumpy, suggested Norman from next door. I'm not grumpy, Jim insisted. On his walk, he met Marabou. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Marabou. Why are you so grumpy, Jim? Asked Marabou. It's such a wonderful day. The sun is shining, the sky is blue. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Oh, but you look how you're standing, Marabou said. Yep, it's true. You're all hunched over. So Jim loosened up his body, not hunched over anymore. Then he ran into the lemur. Yeah, Jim's grumpy, Norman told Lemur. Well, why are you so grumpy, Jim? Asked Lemur. It's such a wonderful day. The sky is blue, the sun is shining. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Yeah. Your eyebrows look grumpy, said Lemur. Yeah, it's true, said Norman. They're all bunched up, your eyebrows are. So Jim raised his eyebrows like this. So like this. Okay, not grumpy anymore. And then he tripped over Snake. Oh no, said Norman. That's the last thing you need when you're feeling so grumpy. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Then why frown? Why that frown, said Snake. I think it's because he tripped over you, Norman whispered to Snake. So Jim put on a smile. Eyebrows up, smile, not grumpy. See? Finally, Jim looked happy. Did he look happy? That's what he said. Eyebrows up, smile on his face. Do I look happy? Not really. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy his wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. Well, Jim didn't feel like singing. Well, You should swing with us, said the monkeys. Jim didn't feel like swinging either. You should roll with us, said the zebras. That always makes us feel better. But Jim didn't feel like rolling. Why don't you take a stroll with us, said the peacocks. Taking a nice walk makes us feel better. Jim didn't feel like strolling. Why don't you lie in the grass? Take a nice nap, said the lion. Nope. Didn't feel like laying down either. Elephant said, why don't you stomp your feet? That makes us feel much better. Nope. Didn't feel like stomping. Hippo said, why don't you take a bath? That'll make you feel better. Or just make a splash, said Otter. You should go hug someone, said the snake. Hyena said, why don't you just laugh? Laughing makes me feel better. You should just take a nap, said the alligator. Maybe you're tired. You should eat some old meat, ugh, said the buzzard. That's what makes us happy. Or you could eat some honey, said the bear. Or you should just jump up and down. Jumping up and down makes us frogs feel much better. You should go sit in the sun. Sunshine will make you happy. Porcupine, you should just dance. All great ideas, but none of them didn't seem like anything Jim wanted to do. Jim just didn't feel like doing any of that. But then, why are you so grumpy? Asked the others. It's such a wonderful day. The sun is shining, the sky is blue. I'm not grumpy. Seems grumpy to me. And then he stormed off. And then he sat and started to think. Then Jim felt sorry. He felt a little sorry for shouting at all of his friends, but mostly he felt sorry for himself. You know what? I guess I am grumpy, said Jim. And just as he was starting to feel really sad, he came upon Norman. Norman was slumped over. His eyebrows were bunched up, and he was frowning. What's the matter, Norman? Why are you so grumpy? Jim asked. No, I'm not grumpy. I just danced with Porcupine. Ouch, said Norman. I'm not grumpy, I'm hurt. Oh my goodness, are you okay? Asked Jim. Yeah, it hurts, but I'll probably feel better soon enough, said Norman. Are you still grumpy? You know what? Yes, said Jim. I am a little grumpy. But I'll probably start to feel better soon enough, too. For now, I just need to feel grumpy. Yep, it's a wonderful day to be grumpy, said Norman, and Jim agreed. And he already felt a little bit better. Grumpy monkey. You know what? Sometimes it is okay to just feel grumpy. Sometimes you don't know why, but I guarantee you, most of the time when I feel grumpy, it's because I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep, or I'm hungry. Maybe I didn't eat breakfast, or I didn't have enough to eat. But being grumpy doesn't mean that you're necessarily mad at anybody or anything. It's just you're not really feeling great that day. And that's okay. And sometimes you can do things to make yourself feel better. Like in the book, some of the animals suggested, why don't you take a nap? Sometimes you need the rest. Why don't you dance? Why don't you laugh? Why don't you eat something? Sometimes you can do certain things to make you feel less grumpy. And then there's some times where you just need to just feel grumpy, and hopefully the next day will feel better. And that's okay. So I can relate to this story because I've been grumpy before. I know one time in particular, I got really grumpy when this just happened recently. I had a birthday in my house, and I was given a cupcake. And at the time, I didn't want to eat it, so I saved it. I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to eat this cupcake later when I'm hungry and I want it." So I put it in the refrigerator, and I couldn't wait to eat it later. And I was so excited. And then I went that night, opened up the fridge, and it was gone. Somebody had eaten my cupcake. That made me pretty grumpy. But I got over it. I wasn't happy about it. It just made me feel a little grumpy because I was looking something small I was looking forward to, just eating that cupcake. I didn't really need to eat it anyway, but it was mine and I wanted it, so it made me a little bit grumpy. I wasn't angry or anything, but that's just the way it is. So I can relate to Grumpy Monkey because I've been grumpy before. So what I want you to do is think about a time that you were like Grumpy Monkey. And what happened, and how is it that you make yourself feel better? Do you take a nap? Do you take a walk? Do you read a nice book? So what we're going to do is called text to self. The text means the book, the writing. We're going to talk about how the text and ourselves, how something is the same in the book. Now, yours doesn't have to look like this, but this is something that I did. In the book, here's the Grumpy Monkey. This is what happens when the monkey was grumpy. I knew that he was grumpy because Grumpy Monkey had bunched up eyebrows. He was frowning. He was drooping over. He just didn't feel like himself. That's how he was grumpy. And like I said, this reminds me of a time about my cupcake. It reminds me of when I had saved a special treat and someone ate it. And it made me feel grumpy. So I want you to talk about a time that you were like Grumpy Monkey. And you can draw a picture about it and then write about what happened that made you feel grumpy. And what did you do to not feel grumpy anymore? So, and you can draw a picture about it and write about it if you can. So, but hopefully we're all not grumpy monkeys today, because right now the sun is shining and the sky is blue. So hopefully we're not grumpy monkeys. And if we are, maybe we can take a nap or eat something and feel better, or just wake up tomorrow and we'll be ourselves. So I hope you enjoy the story as much as I do. I love little Grumpy Monkey. Like I said, he kind of looks like me. All right. You guys take care, and I will see you again this Friday. Bye.